Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Apex Creators. I am your host, Russell Broderick. Above me is Dario Albuquerque.
What's good?
Off camera is the fairy pod mother, Lindsay Lehman. Nothing? You got nothing for me?
Nothing.
No comments, no nothing, no hello, no how are you?
The omnipotent me?
No, the fairy pod mother.
She doesn't like the name, I don't think.
No, I do like the name.
Lindsay is the fairy pod mother.
Guys, we back at it like crack addicts.
How are we today?
I'm good, man. I want to talk about one of the greatest players of all time.
This is our second legacy breakdown. We are covering the incomparable Magic Johnson. It seemed fair that we transitioned straight from Larry Bird into Magic Johnson. So, without further ado, let's just get right into his rookie year.
Because Larry is Magic's daughter. Just so y'all know.
If you're not sure.
Yeah.
So
he owns that man. All right.
Keep Lindsay.
Okay, so the 79-80 season is the rookie season for both Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. And we're going to look into Magic Johnson's rookie season because he didn't win Rookie of the Year, but he won something different. He won the NBA Finals.
Yes.
Something a little, just a tad bit more important, you know, and Finals MVP. But we could talk about that.
So, Magic Johnson. All right. So, in front of us is the highlights from the closeout game from the 1980 NBA Finals. Magic Johnson just came off winning a college championship, also the highest rated college basketball game up to that point. So the hype train was rolling for Magic on the way in, and Larry Bird for that matter. Larry Bird took away Rookie of the Year in a landslide. We talked about that in our legacy breakdown for Larry Bird in our archives. What we are going to discuss here is what happened in the playoffs, because Larry Bird did not make the NBA Finals. This cute motherfucker did. And he had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the MVP from this season, but he got hurt in Game 5. He did not play Game 6. So they're in Philadelphia, right? Before they get on the plane to go to Philly, Magic Johnson, who is a fucking rookie, I will remind everyone, is waiting.
That shit is not normal at all. Like, that whole story.
I'm talking about not normal. He's waiting on the plane. He's meeting everyone going, we're going to get him. Like, just keep hyping everybody up. Like, Magic's going to lead the way. Like, and he comes out and puts up 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists. Plays all 5 positions, starts at center, and gets the tip-off, as we saw earlier in the video.
Yeah.
And absolutely dominates Dr. J and the Philadelphia 76ers to win his first NBA championship. His third championship in 4 years, if you include high school and college. Because he got one in high school, he got one his senior year of college, and
after dicking down Bird, by the way.
Say that one more time.
I said after dicking down Bird, by the way.
Very true. And what do you call
it? Imagine having all right, before this, my bad. Imagine having a rivalry, and you feel like, all right, you know, we're somewhere in like compatible or comparable, and then you see this man who whoops your ass just a year ago, and then you win Rookie of the Year, seeming like you all hot shit, and then this man goes and one-ups you again and wins a championship and Finals MVP.
So that was the thing. We talked about it, but Magic didn't get. It wasn't a close Rookie of the Year battle at all. between the two. Like, Larry destroyed them in a landslide. Or Larry destroyed everybody in a landslide, but specifically Magic. I think Magic got like 2 votes. And he used that as motivation to come out and win the championship. He's said it repeatedly in various documentaries. But is this the best game of Magic's career? Like, is this his apex great moment already? Even though it's only his rookie season, how many better games in Magic's career are there? Like, I'm sure we're obviously going to pick out a couple of signature games from his career, but I don't know if there's any game besides this one that I could say, like, he played all 5 spots.
And he literally dominated the entire game in every way possible.
No Kareem, no James Worthy. Those are the 2 things from his career that people talk about. Oh, Magic had all that help. Besides the fact that he's making them better as the assist man. This is, in my opinion, the best example of why Magic Johnson is great on his own. No Kareem. James Worthy's not even drafted yet, so we're not worried about any of that. There's no comparable player to him, and he puts the team on his back to close out the NBA Finals and win Finals MVP in his rookie year.
I feel like from the beginning of his career to the very end, he always controlled the pace of the game, and he always controlled anything happening in the game. And like, this just shows you that he could have done, everyone loves the scoring, including myself, but he liked to get his teammates involved, and he liked to control the game that way. And he drove to the basket when he had to. But him being able to do this from his rookie year is like insane. And I think this is the greatest rookie year ever. Because if you look at his stats for that year, it's like a normal, huh?
So it's better than Larry Bird's rookie year, who just won Rookie of the Year, brought that Boston team to 61 wins, right? You're saying that?
Yeah, I think having those moments, I think having that big moment from the very beginning, that just overshadows so much. I don't give a shit about Rookie of the Year at that point, because NBA has always been a playoff league. Like, it's always, you can do whatever the fuck you want during the regular season, but in the playoffs is where it matters, and it shows where the stars are born. And literally from the very beginning, Magic said, "I'm a star, and I'm gonna be Finals MVP of this league my rookie year," and that's just fucking insane. Like, who else has done that? Who else has had those opportunities? Like, no one. I can't think of any player that's done anything remotely the same.
So Magic Johnson for the whole series. God damn, Kareem before he got hurt.
Yeah, he was wilding.
He's massacring.
And at that time, Kareem was pretty much doing the LeBron, where he's like saving himself for the playoffs and shit.
Maybe. No, he won MVP. This was his last MVP season, Kareem. This was his final MVP season, was Magic's rookie year. But 21, 11, and almost 9 assists with almost 3 steals. Shooting 57%. We're not going to see him take many threes. This is the different conversation than Larry Bird. We're going to see a lot of this. So I'm not worried about that for Magic Johnson. Shooting 57%, 87% from free throw line.
Yeah.
And he took 40 of them, so he made 35. That's great. He absolutely deserves the Finals MVP. But I now that I'm looking at this, if Kareem doesn't get hurt,
he's definitely Finals MVP.
That's tough.
And that's what they're saying. But the whole thing is, they would have literally lost the series if he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because you got 2 games. You got 2, and I think I was when listening to that documentary, talking about that season, or that series, they were saying all the Sixers were feeling like this was going to be a pickup game, just a easy W. They were going to go win Game 7 and win this championship real quick. Just because at the time Kareem was easily the best player in the world.
Right. So once he got hurt, everyone was like.
So it's just like it's as if it's literally if you compare 2016 2015 Warriors or whatever. I mean Cavs, and you have Kyrie and Bron. Bron's easily the best player in the world at the time, and he goes and gets whatever the fuck injury, and Kyrie just out of nowhere still beats that Warriors team. Like it's like pretty much a very similar comparison to that, or what Bron did in 2015, where his two teammates got injured and he tried to put the team on his back but failed. This guy fucking did it. Like that's the whole thing. Like he did that shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's never compare Kyrie Irving and Magic Johnson ever.
Oh no. Oh my God, that's not even.
No, but I get what you're saying. Like, but the only reason we'll talk about this more and more, but Magic at 6'9", being able to do the things that he was doing, no one had seen this in 1980. This was like breaking people's brains. Like 6'9", Bill Russell was 6'9". You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, and Bill Russell, I mean,
the average
he wasn't dribbling like that, and Bill Russell, like he wasn't doing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Usually, people who played at that height didn't have remotely the dribbling ability.
Yeah.
That Magic had, or the passing ability, obviously.
But I mean,
so, like, he must have seemed like an alien in 1980. Like, what is this thing?
The only thing about Bill Russell is he kind of create I'm pretty sure he created the fast break.
Well,
or his team did, whatever.
It's a combination of three people: Bob Cousy, Bill Russell, and Red Auerbach. But
Bill Russell was more so the guy running the floor, though.
He triggered it. So when Bill Russell blocked the shot, he would block it, but never block it out of bounds. Block it, get it to Cousy. Cousy would then start the fast break. Bill Russell would run down the floor, and then like Havlicek and Sam Jones would get involved in shit like that. But besides the point, Magic. This wasn't like Showtime Magic yet, obviously, but like no one was playing all five positions. Like the fact that he did this in his rookie year to close out the NBA Finals, and this is the first thing we're talking about in his career. Like.
And my whole thing is when you look at
it matters that he was a rookie. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you got no. That's the craziest shit of it all. Like just because that is something you expect from like a player who's been in the league for a couple of years and like is ready for that moment. You know, like we saw, like in comparison, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, Kobe, when he had his moments in the playoffs, he shot air balls. To win game, you know what I mean? And then this guy just literally his first year, he pretty much dominated that entire game and owned that shit. And that Lakers team, with them drafting him, made them win 13 extra games from the year before. So like he definitely it wasn't like the team was already stacked and ready to win a championship. Like I'm sure they had their pieces, and then once they got him, it was like, you know, this should pretty much like put us over the top or whatever. But I don't know if people thought like did people think Magic was just gonna be that great from the very beginning?
I'd say after
like
that,
did he have like a LeBron effect?
I would say after that, 100%. I would say after the championship game in college, the hype train was up and rolling for Magic.
Yeah.
And then after that, the very first game that Magic Johnson played, regular season game, he played against the, what do you call it? He played against the Clippers. See if I can pull it up real quick.
That's when Kareem hit that game winner, right?
Yeah, he hit the game winner, and then Magic's hugging him like.
Yeah. That's always like just imagine talking to like I'm sure people were probably afraid of Kareem at that time too, because like he wasn't really the most social guy either. So like for him to jump on Kareem like that, and Kareem to tell him pretty much get the fuck off, then he's just like he said if you do this every single game, I'm gonna jump on you like this every single time. So that's like that just shows like Magic pretty much made Kareem like want to keep playing, because he was talking about that he wanted to retire at that point, or was thinking about it.
True.
Because like, how many more years did he play? Didn't he play like another 6-7 years?
Who?
Kareem.
Kareem played until
87, 86?
No,
or 87.
Played through 87. I'm pretty sure he was on that last championship.
Yeah, that last trip. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
No, I think you're right.
We'll get it by the end of the show, but crazy his rookie year.